What's good, y'all, man? We back with another video, man. How y'all doing? Feeling great today. So we got something different, man. Guess who's been shot? The lineup, the cut, the button, all that. You know what YouTube channel this is, man. To get into it, man. Y'all see the video description. All that. Let's get into it. 20 minutes? I ain't see that. We already here now.
Gun violence, but what do I know?
Let's get into it.
No, she ain't been shot.
That boy got them, dang, what the fool's called? Forgot them fools.
Hi.
Introduce yourself.
My name is Raymond.
My name is V.
My name is Britt. I am a business operations manager for a tech company.
Today you're gonna guess.
I don't know about that one.
Okay.
I've been shot multiple times. I used to be a gang member. I think I should kind of be a pro on this.
I don't know, boy. Y'all call cap.
Yes,
What?
pretty familiar. My family's military on both sides. I started shooting for the first time when I was like 15 years old.
I know a lot about guns. I know a lot about the violence that what comes with it. I come from like the poor neighborhoods of Chicago. I've been in 3 school shootings.
How old were you when you changed?
3 school
26 is
shootings.
when I made the biggest change. Had a kid. After that, it was over.
How much of that is still?
Every time somebody have a kid, but they whole life be changing, boy. Everybody said that same thing.
Therapy, doing good, coming and talking.
Everybody said
about
that
it
same
like
thing,
this.
man.
I think it's important.
You ready?
I'm ready. I'm Britt.
Jackson.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I'm going to say yes, Jackson has been shot before.
Right off the bat. What was that, 5 seconds?
If somebody stepped up to you, getting in your face, would you walk away or would you handle it?
Me being an adult now, I try to think hard about my decisions.
When you were younger, what would you have done?
Oh, absolutely socked them the fuck out.
Socked him.
Have you seen guns next to cocaine? Have you seen
Yes.
guns next to weed? Like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe you know how to turn the dollars over when we bring back the 8 balls. No tea, no shade. I think you have been shot.
I think you have been shot because in your youth you would have just hit somebody, and now you think about what you're doing. So I think maybe you got into some.
But he could be saying anything,
and
though.
somebody popped you. Have you been shot?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, got one right.
What happened?
There's a huge drug culture in Seattle, and so I got into it. At a point, started selling all of it, basically to feed my coke habit. I was going to buy a gun from someone, because I was really starting to push. But he had smoked some heroin earlier in the day, and he was messing with his little hammerless 38, and it went off and went through my car seat into me. It was
Dang.
actually an accident.
It was an
It was an accident, though.
Yeah, it was a super hard lesson, but like, I was on a path for jail or death.
I don't want to.
Okay, so that was like a little wake up call, basically. So he needed that. He needed that.
I did
Yeah.
call it.
Can I see it? Yeah, I have a lot of friends with that same zipper.
It almost hit my liver, but it didn't because it went through the car seat first. And if it had hit my liver,
Oh, man.
talking to you. Yep.
My brother. That was some
Dang,
great
that's
work.
crazy.
That was, look, did you stop selling?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
It
You
definitely
better have,
way
boy.
back on a better life path.
When I got shot, I did the opposite because it was like a mark of respect.
You know what's interesting is like the first time I was like healed up enough to go to a party again, like these popular girls who never talked to me were like, "Hi, Jason."
Because you've been,
Oh my God.
you've been through it. It's crazy, right? That people thought you were cooler
corny.
because you've
Corny.
been shot.
Corny.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're here, brother. What's
Me
your name?
too, Jackson.
I don't know. I feel like America thrives off of like something happened to somebody, they surviving it, or negativity, I guess you could say. But like that's the whole meaning of life, though. Negative and positive.
For sure. The car seat. That's how my cousin got hit. This shit is like, it's bringing stuff up a little bit, but I'm okay. I'm okay.
What is your stance on gun violence and like gun?
She had not been shot before.
Definitely an advocate for women owning weapons.
Absolutely, same.
4th of July, are you just chilling on the 4th of July?
I'm eating.
You're not tripping off the loud fireworks and stuff.
No.
Do you go to therapy?
I go to therapy weekly.
Absolutely, me too. We all need therapy, period. Let's just get that out the way.
Yeah.
But as black folk, it's not the thing. So did something traumatic happen to you or something like that?
So something traumatic did happen.
I'm gonna say yes.
I'm gonna say you ain't been shot.
Okay.
She's not scared of loud noises. Am I correct?
You are correct.
Oh,
I've been around gun violence, and I've actually treated people who are victims of gun violence.
wow.
I come from a medical
Yeah, I
background.
could tell
I'm
she
a
ain't been
bartender
shot
now,
before.
so I used to be a medic. Someone was murdered outside of my job that I still currently work at,
Wow.
and I had to work on him, doing it without the correct supplies. This was the first person that I worked on that actually passed away.
With everything that happened, is it difficult for you to go back into work, or?
It's hard. I think about him a lot and kind of what his family has to go through. So
Yeah, as like a medic, bro.
It's not your fault.
Like you gotta try to save somebody's life, but
yeah, thank you. I'm gonna be sweaty.
Yeah, same.
You look like
Yeah, he been
somebody,
shot.
like, from where
Yeah,
I
he
grew
had
up.
been shot.
You just hold yourself like that. He holds himself strong.
You got on a lot of blue though. Sometimes, you know, different gangs got different colors that they wear, that they represent. Do you have any affiliation with gangs?
Red's my favorite color, man. I don't affiliate with anybody. No colors,
No colors, no.
man, Cap.
nothing.
You remind me of my uncles. I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah, was that an old joke?
No, it's actually a very astute assessment. Yeah, you remind me of my uncles for real, so.
Do you go to therapy?
I do not go to therapy. Anything I need to talk to, I talk about to my family.
Absolutely. Therapy isn't for everybody. I do understand that. But have you had to go to your therapist?
I don't know, man.
Something traumatic that has
Yes,
happened
sir.
in your life?
I have to go back and talk to my mom about her beating my butt back then. I'm gonna have to really go to some therapy if I need to.
I think that is a good idea. I mean, it's okay to do.
You grew up in a good, bad neighborhood?
I grew up in one of the most beautiful neighborhoods in Seattle. Beacon.
Oh, so he's just a fraud. He's just a fraud, bro. He just act like
Have you ever had any long hospital stays?
When I had my teeth pulled. I don't do any drugs or pills, so I was like, give me Tylenol. I was crying like a baby.
Oh man! So you never taken pain pills?
I don't.
In your life, like really?
Tylenol, yeah, but any of that other hard stuff, I don't do.
That's awesome. You were very prominent about not doing drugs and pills, and so yeah, I don't think you've been shot.
I do not think you have been shot. You said you don't know nothing about no gang. Am I right?
No, you're not.
Not at all.
So yeah, I have been shot. I haven't been affiliated with gangs, but I have hustled the streets. I got shot in my face. It's not a good. That's not.
What?
Damn, I knew it was a damn bullet hole. Shit.
That's a
got
dent.
Homie with a bullet in his face. Like that's why I was like, hey, you hold yourself.
Man, got
like,
shot in
you
the
got
face,
the
bro. How people
scar,
survive
but
face shots?
I'm here
I don't
to assume,
understand
and I
that.
did not assume.
I got shot from selling drugs, and it was a friend that robbed me and shot me.
What?
A close friend, or just so you thought it was?
Been around my family,
Dang.
been around my daughters, been around stuff like that.
Not your homeboy, bro.
That happened.
Not get robbed by your
We had
homeboy. It's
like a big
crazy.
meeting, and one of the friends came and lit everybody up, dude. Did it change the way you make friends or anything like that?
I don't trust many people.
Yep.
I don't like people behind me.
Nope.
Unless it's my kids, and they're kind of shady too. So
What? That's crazy.
But it helps.
nowadays,
And you a beautiful black man, and black men deserve to grow old. We deserve to be taken care of, so.
I like. Can I got it.
Yes, please, give me a hug. Please, hug me, black man. I need all that.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, doing well.
Man, they done brought little Bessie Sue out here, man. Look at got her hands on the hills. No, I have not been shot before.
Crochet.
She have not been shot, bro.
before. It's like,
Big smile. Doesn't look like you've been around a lot of gun violence, but what do I know? Did you grow up in a bad neighborhood?
Now watch she be like, yeah, I was at a little house party, man, and so they went shooting it up, and I got shot in my leg or something like that. I already know, bro.
Okay. Have you
They gonna
ever
bring her
been
out.
in the hospital for a long time?
She's so bubbly.
Pain?
Nope.
No, she ain't been shot.
I don't think that.
Yeah, like,
I
bro.
do not think that you've been shot before.
I have been shot. I was shot in a school shooting at my high school.
What the fuck?
What was it? Somebody just come in?
He said, she didn't know what to say. Or he.
Yeah, there was a kid that
she-
was a year older than me, and he came in with an AR-15 and a handgun.
What?
Killed a young gentleman, and then turned and shot 3 of my friends. He was fully set on killing as many children as he could, is what he said in his statement. So he fired bullets until he ran out of ammo.
That's crazy.
You know, like, tried to run, obviously.
That's why I feel like every school should have a security guard, bro. Like before, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, every entrance to the school.
And then
You know what I'm
the
saying?
janitor tackled him down. I didn't know I was shot until I got down in the classroom and I looked down and I saw blood and then I was like, oh my God. Fortunately, his AR-15 did jam, so he didn't get to use that gun. So it could have been lots worse, but doesn't
So
mean
just
it
a
wasn't
handgun.
terrible.
I mean, yeah.
So what happened with your community? Did they adapt to being more strict on gun violence?
I'd say my community is still all about guns, which is really tough because I literally got shot at school.
Right.
So I understand like the need for guns for self-defense, but there doesn't need to be AR-15s and AK-47s out there.
Yeah.
That's unnecessary.
No, not
Affect you, like,
not in the streets. Probably in the military, but not in the streets.
Every time that I like know that there's a gun around,
makes you uncomfortable.
oh, so uncomfortable. I get so anxious.
Loud noises, things like that.
Yeah,
Does that bug
yeah.
you? Yeah,
Cars backfiring, balloons popping.
Yeah, same.
Multiple of those things have caused panic attacks.
I'm sorry you went through that. Nobody should go through that.
Yeah, ask how old you are.
It was when I was 14. I'm 19 now, so it's been about 5 years.
Yeah, Jesus, that is. Whew, that was a little rough. No tea, no shade. I just been around it so much as a kid and seeing it still going on, and I'm 32. I think that's crazy. Anyway.
I agree.
You are a survivor. I'm glad you're here.
Me too.
For sure,
Thank
for
you
sure.
very much.
Nice to meet you. Take care
Nice
now.
to meet you.
All right. I need some water after that.
It's crazy, I ain't gonna lie.
Hearing about a school shooting compared to like gangs feels totally different because we chose to be around that. We know what we're getting into, but that is like, they're just at school, man.
Yeah, it's chilling.
Hi. I mean, just looking at your eyes,
Ooh.
I feel like you're trying to hide something from me.
You look nice.
Thank you.
I don't scream being shot when I first see you. I could have went to college with you. You just seem like somebody that's got their life together and is staying out the way.
Do you go to therapy?
I used to.
So when you stopped going, you thought you got over it, or was it?
I stopped going because I started looking into more like spirituality.
Yeah.
Have you dated like bad
Yes,
boys?
sir.
I had my fair share of dating bad
Yeah.
boys.
So like, I just feel like a man got you in trouble. Yes, you've been shot before.
I don't think you've been shot, but I do think that you have experienced gun violence in some kind of way.
Spot on.
What happened?
So when I was in college, I used to work at this coffee donut shop. But one day this lady came in during like a really rush hour kind of thing. She asked, can I use the bathroom? She said, I don't want to make the mess out here. And I'm like, you got to take the key and get, like, just go, you know?
Wow.
So it turns out that she actually assembled a shotgun in the bathroom. I felt the shotgun go off. I felt it in my feet burst. And I knocked, didn't open the door, went back, grabbed
She
extra
killed herself?
opened the door and I found her dead on the ground with like blood all over her face.
Oh,
And
my
the
Jesus.
shotgun and her shoe was off, you know, because she pulled
What?
the trigger with her toe
Oh,
or something.
yeah.
It
Wait a
was-
minute. We gotta go back.
Why she killed? Wait.
She said she
Wait, what?
didn't want to make a mess.
Yeah, like now when I look
her.
back at it, she was probably talking about like she doesn't want to
She
make,
want
like,
blood
kill
everywhere.
herself in front of us or
Oh,
something,
my
you know?
Jesus.
Yeah, it was really a lot to bear, you know. But I was
That's weird.
The team that took care of me after for months and months. Yeah.
That's good. And I'm glad
That's
you're
wild.
figuring it out and
Yeah.
taking your own path with this.
For sure.
I do appreciate
Yeah.
that. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much.
Yeah. Whew, I'm gonna get some more water.
Oh. Such sweet eyes.
Thank you.
Yeah. You don't give me like violent background.
Did you grow up in a bad neighborhood?
Yeah, you could say that.
Did you do any like gang-related activities?
I was just playing football and basketball.
Okay, I know these guys. They just doing their thing. They won't be left alone. You know, you're probably one of those cats.
How was your like high school, middle school?
Every grade was a little bit different.
Okay.
So like through 5th grade, it was all private school.
Oh, okay. Private school, got a soft voice, standing up straight. I don't think you've been shot.
I don't think that you've been shot.
I don't think
Nah,
you've
Reggie ain't been
You
shot.
stayed out the way. You
He
played
look like a
sports.
Reggie, don't
Am
he?
I right?
No, you're wrong.
Well, you been shot?
Yeah, I haven't
Oh,
shot.
damn.
It was actually recently.
Recently?
What?
Yeah, just on the bus last year. Some guy was drunk and high, jumped up, slapped me. I told him he needed to back up, and then he spit on me. I'm like, you're a bitch.
Right.
And that's when he pulled his gun out, and I'm pissed. So I'm like, fuck you.
Yeah.
You're still a bitch. I don't care you have a gun. So that's when he tilted to the side, and I was like, of course. So
We got
he shot
shot
one
at.
time, cut my arm, but he shot 4 more times after that.
I mean, did anybody else get hit?
No, it was still like 20 people on the bus though. So he could have killed somebody else, and if
Yeah.
it hadn't hit my arm, it would have killed the guy next to me.
When you
Dang,
from the
man.
shooting?
Yeah.
Damn,
Blew my arm
dude.
out. So I had to have 2 surgeries.
Damn.
this
is
is
your
all-
bones busted?
Yeah, so it shattered my whole front bone. It's
Damn.
still in my arm.
Ooh.
Yeah,
It's
it'll
right
it'll
here.
come out eventually. My friend got shot in the chest, and his popped out after time.
Yeah.
Get well,
Ooh, that's
man.
nasty, bro.
No more woofing on Buster.
That's crazy, bro.
What was this experience like for you?
I liked it. I enjoyed it. I don't talk about my situation much. I have friends that I've had for over 30 years, and they find out I got shot. They be like, what the fuck? I didn't know this. I never really felt I need to. I don't like to bring it up because I don't want people to look at me like I'm a victim.
What do people get wrong about your experience?
I genuinely think people just assume that I'm gonna have intense trauma from it. It's not in control of me. I'm not like, that's my life now. I'm the dude that was shot.
I think people kind of just downplay
Yeah.
my emotions. There's like the strong black woman stereotype. Like even when I was crying, people knew that I was still gonna go to work and finish. And I don't know what about that is. It's like you still have to get your job done.
Don't get me wrong. It is
What's she talking about?
drugs, all that stuff, guns. It's part of the dangers of lifestyle. And the stereotype of that is that fact that you deserve it. We know that's a dangerous life, but you still don't deserve to die from it.
What was the
Yeah.
recovery process like for you?
Lengthy. I'm missing 3 feet of my small intestine. I don't have a gallbladder anymore. I had a nilly oxide
man.
bag for a while. If this happened like 20 years ago, I would have had it forever. But shout out medical advances. I can shit normally.
The bullet
It's crazy.
bounced around. It broke my neck, the C5 vertebrae. It broke my neck. It went out the side of my neck right here. It's a small exit hole. And I was telling myself, get up and walk, but I couldn't. Like my brain was saying do it, but my body was not responding. But I didn't know until the medics had gotten there that bullet had broken my neck and had temporarily paralyzed me. They were going through my wallet and they were like, oh, they found out my name. They put out a picture of my daughter and they put the picture of my daughter in my hand. And so,
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, I know that. I know that's gonna hurt, boy.
like, I think about that shit. That it bothers me because, like, what if I'd been stupid enough to bring my daughter with me?
My bone was so fragile at some point, if anything happened, it would just snap back in half. Just now it got to a good point where I can start being able to hold my son properly.
We're driving.
It's
like,
crazy,
we're
bro.
driving to the hospital, and and they're they try to keep you awake and alert, and then all of a sudden I hear them say, "Oh shit, we're losing him. We're losing him."
What?
Keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open, and then like I don't remember shit after that. So they said I actually died on the way to the hospital.
What the fuck? That's crazy.
Well, I really appreciate you sharing.
I was super lucky. The bullet didn't hit any of my major arteries or my ovaries or my hip bone. It was the emotional problems that stuck with me, though.
I think the what if moment scared me the most and really kept me up at night. In my heart, I thought I want to save her, I want to be able to help her. But the worst part is, I didn't even know she was actually dead or if she was just her chest was obviously blasted. I was scared to go back, what if she shot me? What if she was still alive and she shot me? So this lingering guilt that I had that what if I could have saved her? I think that's been the hardest part.
Did
Yeah.
surviving it
I mean, but she already know.
killed you, or do you not think about it that way?
Nah, it didn't, because that's not what you think about. You eventually try to go straight, but you can't. But it did make me change my ways for a long time, man. I started drinking heavy, doing a lot of cocaine, powder,
Dang, man.
self-medicating. But I guess when I was talking to the interviewers earlier, and I said I've never been to therapy, I guess that was my therapy. was the medication.
Yeah, medication.
Medication, and you got to come down off that shit, and you got to start to face reality again. It took me a long time to recover from that. It's like I'm 2 years sober from alcohol now, but I'm over 3 or 4 years sober from any cocaine or powder or anything like that. But it takes its large fucking toll on you.
Did your thoughts on guns change after you were shot?
It just reassured me that I need to self-carry to protect.
Yeah, definitely. See, that's what you're supposed to be. Yeah, so.
Since I went to that high school that was really Republican and pro-guns, after the shooting, when everyone was still pro-guns, it kind of confused me. I was like, wait, but we all just got shot at school, and now you're still all great about this?
What needs to change?
People don't be caring about that junk, man.
I don't think there's any reason any person should own an AR-15, an AK-47, any semi-automatic gun. Background checks, waiting periods, and maybe individuals that started to care. I feel like there's a lot of people in the United States that send their thoughts and prayers when that doesn't do anything. I was going to school on a random Wednesday when I got shot, and that could be anybody.
How was this experience, Britt?
I feel heavy, but I also feel very privileged that everyone here is here with us and able to share their stories today.
It's cool to see people change and evolve as they go through life, but also to hear like the trauma some of them face is heart-wrenching.
It was challenging, but it was very humbling.
Yeah, man. Doing crazy. I'm glad all them straight though. I'm glad all them. I can't even talk. I'm glad they are all good. I hope you like the video, man. Y'all see this little thing right here? Talk to someone today. Y'all need to do that. I'll see y'all tomorrow, man.